In this video, we are going to see how we can apply the conditions to this basic functions, that is sum, count, and average. So it will become SUMIF, COUNTIF, and AVERAGEIF. And these are default formulas that is available in Google Sheets. What this will basically do is it will sum from the given data but based on a condition. So let's say that I want to calculate the total marks obtained of all the failed students and all the passed students. So we can extract that easily from here. And let's say that we just want to sum up the marks obtained for all the students who have failed in exams. So we will use a SUMIF formula. Simple sum is where you have to manually total everything, but SUMIF will automatically identify wherever the fail is mentioned, the parallel to it. But SUMIF formula will automatically determine where the fail or any given criteria is, and it will sum up the relevant cells automatically. So where is the range? SUMIF will ask multiple conditions. So press tab. First of all, the range. Range means what is your criteria basically. Our criteria is either a student is pass or fail. We want to sum the marks obtained based on that. So what is our main criteria? Our main criteria is this. But it is right now asking for the range. That means the complete column where that data exists. So what is the range here in this condition? It's the K column altogether, comma. So from this total column, what is your criteria basically? So we can mention fail in inverted commas as well, but we will take the reference from here. I'll just tell you the use of it in a while, and then we'll press comma. We have selected the range. We have selected out of this range. What do we want to find? We want to find the fail. So let's say that it has found the fail. What do you want to do with this? We want to sum the marks obtained for all the students who are failed. So just select this range and hit enter. And you will see that 2267 is the answer. If you want to check it manually, what we'll do is we will just simply apply a filter to it. So right click, create a filter, and it will apply the filter next to every single column. What we do after that is just open this up, and we are just going to select the fail. Fail should be ticked and pass should be unticked. So just click on it once and it will be unticked. But just remember to scroll down and click OK. After that, the filter will be applied. And if we want to just quickly see the sum, just to make sure that everything is good, we just select this whole column and it shows the total of 2267. We clear the filter. Just remember that figure of 2267. Click OK. And here is the answer. For all the failed students, instead of applying the filter and then checking the total, we can simply use the criteria that whatever is fail, just calculate the total marks obtained for those students. And that is just an example. Obviously, we will see much more examples later on. And now the benefit of mentioning the criteria with a relative reference. Relative reference is whatever is the criteria here, it is movable. It refers to M8. That means as soon as I scroll or drag the formula down, it will automatically change its cell and will give the result for all the past students. And that's the benefit. Similarly, if we select a total range of selecting a whole column or selecting a whole row, it will not move if we drag the formula down. The row will move, but in this case, we have just selected the columns, so it will not move. Let's take another example of, let's say that we want to again find how many students are pass and how many of them are fail. We want to count this. So what is the formula? COUNTIF. We'll use COUNTIF formula here. Every formula starts with equals to sign. Equals to count if, press tab. What is the criteria? Criteria is either pass or fail. So what is the relevant range according to that? Means the original data, where we can find that. The range should be selected from the original data, which is this, comma, out of which, what do we want to extract? We want to extract all the results that are fail. We just want to count them. So as soon as we select the criteria, hit enter. Although it can show the result even without entering on the top in the ribbon, it's 12. But when we enter this, we are getting the results. It is automatically dragging it down and suggesting the autofill that if you want to calculate the pass as well, just click tick. So here is all the pass students as well. So total is 20, and out of 10, 12 are fail and 8 only are pass. Similarly, let's select the average percentage for fail and pass. So we can use average if. Criteria range, that means the original criteria is this. The relevant range, that means where the data exists, is this column, comma. Out of that, we want to find the average of fail students percentage, comma. Average range, this time we will select the percentage because we just want to find the average percentage of all the fail students and all the pass students. Hit enter and we got the results. Click tick and we got the result for the pass students as well. We just want to convert after that into percentage. So all we have to do is just select those results and click on format as % on the top right here, and we got our results. So this is a little bit of introduction about how you can use the conditional sum, conditional counts, and conditional averages by using the simple formulas in Google Sheets. Just try this by yourself and I will see you in the next one.